Hi Sanjay.
Hi, sir. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. How have you been?
I have been good, sir, till now. How about you, sir?
Oh, I'm well. I'm well. Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay, Monday morning is here. Another week. So, what's your usual Monday morning routine, or what does your usual Monday look like? Is it a stressed out Monday, or is it a highly packed schedule Monday? What does a Monday usually look like?
It is not planned today. Whatever I do on daily basis, so I just do
Hmm.
like a meditation. In the morning time, I read book
Oh.
and I inculcate some vocab and I had my breakfast and
Hmm.
I will be heading to my company at 3 p.m.
Hmm.
So it is like any other day for me. And out of 7 days, I get week off on Saturday.
Hmm.
So I don't have that much like a busy schedule. But yeah, nowadays I am learning data science and AI. So I spend my more time on a screen, I would say.
Okay.
Um, hmm.
Okay. All right. But whatever it is, what are your working hours, by the way? Because Monday morning
Working
you just
also,
do that.
I have 8 hours duties.
I'm sorry.
8 hours, I have 8 hours duty, and I will be heading to 3 p.m. and I will come back my home at 11 p.m.
Okay, so it's like 2 to 10, sort of 3 to 11, sort of.
Yeah, so company run around the clock. So I work in shift. Sometimes it happens 7 to 3, 3 to
Hmm.
11, and 11 to. I do night shift as well.
Hmm. Okay. Okay. And what are the things which you like about this shift, and what is that you don't like about this shift?
I don't like night shift. Actually, it has become monotonous nowadays
Hmm.
because I have been doing this last 15 years.
Hmm.
So I don't like night shift because I'm getting on in years and it is kind of hard thing for me. And I wanted to get rid of this night shift, but I'm not getting.
Hmm.
But I guess in future I will get rid of this night shift.
Correct. But but I think as once you get used to something, I mean, you get used to it. But then it's okay.
Right,
You can
right,
always
right.
have a
Actually,
better.
I have made myself in such a way that I can handle the situation.
Right, right.
Because
That's what
I'm not that kind of person that if I will- if I am in company, so I will sleep.
hmm,
Because if I will sleep, somebody is taking rest. Somebody can take rest,
hmm,
and they are taking cat nap or like a sound sleep as well. But
hmm,
I'm not that kind of person. If I believe that there are 30, 40 people they are reporting into me. If
hmm.
I will sleep, so what would be them actually? They will sleep, and they are running the machine.
No, that's true. That's
So.
true. As a supervisor, as a manager, or as a leader,
Yeah.
you have to set the standards. You have to set the examples, isn't
Yeah,
it?
I have to lead by examples.
Yes, absolutely. Chali. Okay, let's lead by assignment first.
Sure, sure, sure. You have changed your hairstyle. I think you have applied hair on, I guess.
No, no, no. I don't do that. I mean, I do apply hair oil, but not at morning, right in the morning. Right. I haven't. I've just grown a little hair. I mean, I usually keep it a little
Okay.
trimmed, but I have grown. That's the only
It
difference.
looks good.
Oh, is it? Thank you, thank you.
Uh,
Chali, let's look at the assignment. What is it? Notifications. Yes, right. So our life is revolving around all kinds of email notification, WhatsApp notification, some kind of meeting notification. There is always, something delivered to you. Amazon is sending this and that, and Netflix is sending. There is always some push notification coming around, right? Um, do you think that somehow this overload of information, data, and always being updated is a great advantage, but also it is taking away the relaxation time? The mind is always getting bothered, and that luxury of to be bored. There is no boredom anymore, right? The luxury to be bored is gone, that you're doing nothing and still just being in the moment. That is absolutely taken away by the new lifestyle. What do you think of this? How do you look at this? What are your thoughts on this?
It has become a crucial part of life. And having said that, it doesn't bother me more. And so many things I have installed in on my mobile phone, and it sometimes pops up, but it doesn't bother me, and I can manage. And even I was talking with my spouse that sometimes it pops up in night when we are sleeping. So she was distracted, and she was telling that I think we should stop this notification.
Hmm.
So I didn't pay attention towards it. And I'm thinking that I should do for that because I'm not getting
Hmm.
but I think if somebody is getting disturbed, so I think I should do something.
Hmm.
And sometimes it drains our energy, and sometimes it is leading anxiety and stress because frequently it is popping up,
Hmm.
and it is giving a alarm every time that you should watch your mobile.
Hmm.
Something they are telling, and something is there is something that you should do, and you have to watch.
Hmm. Hmm. Tell me, what are some of the things which you believe are important for you to have a more balanced uh, relationship with with your digital world, right? Your digital world is your mobile phone. How to have a more balanced way of life? How to have a more structured or intent oriented relationship, not just random. Today our relationship is very random, right? We don't know when to keep it on, we don't know when to keep it off. It's more like it is controlling us. Can we change it? If yes, what is that healthy way of doing it from your perspective?
There is no necessity. If there is no necessity, yes, I think we shouldn't use that much gadget. And if there is need, so I think we should utilize. And I think we should utilize the gadget and all this thing in productive way rather than rather than watching and listening to, reading to like a futile thing.
Hmm.
And so we can use in productive way. We have a lot of thing on our plate, and it is our opinion that how we are utilizing that thing. Uh, uh,
Okay.
Whether we are utilizing in productive way or whether we are utilizing unproductive way, it is kind of subjective thing, and we can prioritize the things
Hmm.
like this much time I will use gadget and I will use this step, and for this time I will not use these steps.
Hmm. Hmm.
It is kind of priority,
do you
whatever we have set in.
do you implement this? Do you do this? Do you implement this? Have
Yeah,
you
of course,
implemented?
of course, of course. So in night shift, whenever I'm going to hitting the sick, before hitting the hay,
Hmm.
I uh, I don't bother what is going on in my company. I just switched off
Hmm.
I turned off my mobile and I sleep.
Hmm.
So and it is my priority. I have said that if I'm sleeping, so nobody can disturb me.
Okay. Okay.
So yes.
Tell me something that you have you realized with the mobile phone, that the mobile phone is actually unnecessary, but we still use it. What are those times? What are those things? So, for example, the calendar. We can always use a physical calendar at home or at our desk, right? I mean, to look at it, not to send a calendar invitation. That's a meeting invitation. That's different. But even for a, let's say for a watch, instead of looking at the clock or the watch, we look at the mobile phone to look at the time. Yeah. Or for the, let's say, the alarm clock. We can definitely use a real natural, not a natural one. I mean, a real alarm clock instead of a mobile phone. There's so many things which we can actually shift, and instead of integrating it with the mobile phone. How do you look at this perspective? Is it a worthy perspective, or do you think, oh, it's just another futile requirement? We don't have to do it. A mobile phone is good enough. How do you look at it?
No, it is not a futile thing, and I think if we really want to keep ourselves away from mobile,
Hmm.
so we can use all these stuff like alarm clock we can put, and we can have a calendar,
Yeah.
and so all we used to use all these things, so we can implement uh, to avoid using of mobile phone. Somehow we would be able to we would be able to but we can keep ourselves away from mobile
Hmm.
if we will use clock and calendar, and so and but what happens, we are all things are available in mobile, so we are just setting the alarm on mobile, and we are seeing the calendar in
Hmm.
mobile. It means we are always indulged in mobile because everything
Mhm.
are available on mobile. So,
Hmm.
we can somehow we can restrict ourselves using all these things mobile.
Okay.
Mhm.
Also, do you think that many people, I've seen this, that they do not use social media on their mobile phone. For example, Instagram or Twitter, right? They use it on their laptop so as to avoid the unnecessary notification, correct? Or the unnecessary desire to go and check it, right? Even if there is nothing to check, we constantly keep scrolling reels and all of that. Do you think that these are actual real life hacks to change the way we relate with the mobile phone, the unnecessary relationship we develop with the mobile phone? Are these practical hacks helpful? Would you try any of these if yes?
Shadow of a doubt, if we are using laptop, so we would be able to uh, uh, we would be able to see the things in a productive way, in proper way, and what a laptop can give and what laptop can provide us, views and all these things. So we cannot get in on mobile.
Hmm.
And as you said that there will be no pop-up on laptop, and when we will see on mobile phone, so always we would be able to see the notification, and then we will distract and we will jump on other
Hmm.
things.
Hmm.
So it is good having the laptop, and it is good that if we are using laptop, and so we can restrict ourselves from distractions.
Okay. Okay. That makes sense. Right. Chalo, done. Enough of notification. Now let's do an assignment. Assignment is, imagine you are, do you have kids?
I have.
Okay, all right. And I'm sure they are also using mobile phone, whether their own mobile phone or your mobile phone, but they are using mobile phone. Yes?
We haven't given him mobile phone, but he is using my spouse mobile phone and my mobile phone
Oh,
for the sake of study only.
huh. Okay, okay. But it is now become a huge problem around the world. Kids don't have many friends. They are always burdened with their school tuitions and whatever classes they are going through. And their only way of expressing happiness is to have a mobile phone, or the only way to distract themselves or relax themselves is the mobile phone. And it is the worst kind of addiction, right?
Right, right.
Especially for a young mind which doesn't have the difference between right and wrong. The mobile phone is the worst kind of addiction. How do you think, as a parent, the steps you will follow? I mean, not just for yourself, universally, if you have to create a master plan, that children who are, prone to getting addicted to the mobile phone, or the children who are, who have no alternative, but they are using mobile phone. how would you devise a plan, or devise a strategy that they can stay entertained or they can have their own distraction and yet stay away from the mobile phone? How would you put it in a structured plan, like one, two, three, four, 5 steps or something like that? That's the task. Take your time, think about it, and then answer.
Right. Okay. So mm, the thing is that it has become part and parcel of life, and it has become learning tool as well. And sometimes schools are giving homework, and so we can relate with at the time of pandemic, and they were using only mobile for the sake of study, and those tho- who didn't have laptop or computers, so that was the mobile option at that time. So at that time, students were using mobile for the sake of study. So now they have become addicted of using mobile phone. When it comes to mine, actually, that we lead by example actually. And if we are indulged very much into social media and very much into mobile, so how can we teach our kids actually? So we have to somehow, to some extent, we have to restrict ourselves using all this gadget. Then we will able to then we will able to demonstrate an example in front of our kids, our child. And in my home, we don't have that much ambience that everybody should use mobile and everybody should indulge every time on mobile.
Hmm.
Uh, for the sake of spiritual discourses, for the sake of learning tool, we use mobile only.
Hmm.
Uh, Otherwise, we don't use. So in such a way, we try to guide our kid, and that you shouldn't goof around every time
Hmm.
on mobile, and
Hmm.
for the sake of your study, you can use.
Hmm.
Having said that, he is using, and sometime he distracted because he is very fond of using all these things, and nowadays he is trying to learn video editing.
Hmm.
Video editing. So, and he was like persuading me that you should buy uh, having good memory and having good graphics of laptop.
Hmm.
So I thought that I should buy because it is kind of a skill, and if he will learn, so definitely he will add one skill in his life.
Hmm.
And
Hmm.
if he is interested in, so I should provide. But we have kind of restriction in our home,
Hmm.
and we are not using that much gadget like laptop or mobile.
Hmm.
For the sake of study, for the sake of watching, listening to spiritual discourses, and my spouse use mobile for the sake of cooking and for the sake of study. Even she is learning English,
Hmm.
and she has installed Duolingo. So
Hmm.
by and large, we have to set the example rather than every time advising that you shouldn't move around,
Hmm.
and you shouldn't waste your time. In such a way, we can guide. And social media and mobile has uh, become an addiction nowadays. If
Hmm.
the person will not take care, if consciously he will not take care, so definitely uh, these things will drain their energy, and
Hmm.
they would be exhausted ultimately, and they won't be productive ultimately.
Hmm. Okay. Okay. All right. While your answer is great in terms of the pros cons analysis, a
Mhm.
little bit of more effort on the structure of how to make the children stay away from mobile phone and give them an alternative. Probably you could have worked on that part also. Your answer looks
Right,
beautiful when it comes to pros, cons, analysis, what is right, what is wrong, what should be done, But we are try to give a solution. Yeah, that the answer should be solution oriented, and solutions are always structured, right? That first we do
right,
this, then we do this, third we do this. If not, then we do this, right? That that way
Mhm.
of answering, the solution based answering. Otherwise, it's a good answer.
Right, right.
It's a great answer. Yeah. All right. So time for some exercises on sentences. Shall we do it?
Sure, sure, sure. For sure.
Okay. Make a sentence using digitalization.
Digital, digitalization.
Hmm.
Mm. This is the era of digitalization, and we are in like a digital world.
This is the era of digitalization, and we are in the digital world. Look, is it a right sentence? Yes, it is a right sentence. Is it a good sentence? No. Why? Is it's more like
Okay.
चलो कुछ बना लेते हैं types, right? Right. So it's
Okay.
lacking that spirit of a good sentence, right? It's more of a
Right.
jugadu sentence, right? Chalo, ठीक है.
Yes, yes. It is like makeshift sentence.
Yeah, it's a makeshift sentence.
Yeah.
Okay, make a sentence using operations.
Operations. Uh, for in my company, we are dealing with many operations on daily basis, and safety is utmost priority in my company. So this is one kind of operation we are dealing on daily basis,
Hmm.
and we have to take care of on this part.
Okay, that's a fine sentence. Although a little longer for a little long for a sentence, it was more like two, three sentences, but ठीक है, चलेगा. Okay.
Mhm.
Notion.
Notion. Uh, I have myriad kinds of notion in my mind, but I won't be able to implement.
Okay, all right. ठीक है. Founder.
Founder.
Hmm.
Uh, I think Facebook founder name is Mark Zuckerberg.
You don't. It's you can't say I think he is the founder.
Yeah, he is founder of Facebook, undoubtedly. Yeah,
चलिए. Okay. Efficiency.
efficiency. I believe if we will practice meditation, if we will keep on watching, listening to spiritual discourses, so what was the sentence? Efficiency.
Efficiency.
So we would be able to enhance our efficiency in work,
At work. At work.
at work,
In work
okay,
means at work. Hmm.
at work.
Equipped. Equipped.
Equipped, equipped. Yeah. Actually, I'm not getting meaning of that word. This word.
For example, it's a very well equipped laboratory.
Okay, okay, got it.
When
Mhm.
when an arrangement has the requirements met, equipped,
Okay.
having the equipment,
Mhm.
having the being well equipped.
Mhm. Mhm. Technology-based companies are equipped with a lot of uh, uh, like a lot of technology.
Hmm. Once again,
Technology-based companies are equipped with a lot of technology, a lot of machines, we can say.
I think you used a lot of twice, isn't it?
No, a lot of toys, no, a lot of technology, and next time I have said a lot of machines.
Say that sentence again. It's a little confusing. Once again.
Technology-based companies are equipped with a lot of machines.
Technology based companies are equipped with a lot of machines. ठीक है. Instead of a lot of machines, you can say the required machines or the needed machines,
Requirements.
right? A lot of
Okay,
means
got it.
as if it's sounding as if there is unnecessarily there are machines, right? with the required number of
Okay.
machines or the needed amount of machines.
Mm.
Okay. I don't know if I gave you this advice or feedback last time to you or not. Please work on this part. When it comes to expressing and explaining, you're doing a good job. But when it comes to making sentences short, crisp, and concise,